welcome to Xbox On, where we've got another weekly helping of amazing Xbox deals and discounts for you to chow down on. Today's video is presented by the Paramount Plus app, which you can download straight to your Xbox if you're one of our viewers stateside. They've got exclusive original content as well as thousands of episodes from CBS, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon and more. Now, let's start off with a massive sale on a series that's hungry for one thing and one thing only: brains.
This week we're bringing you an all-you-can-eat brains buffet with a huge chunk of the price chomped off of the whole Resident Evil series. That means you can get the latest game in the classic survival horror series, Biohazard, for just half of what it usually costs. So while you're taking Ethan through that derelict plantation, wondering if the noise you just heard was a floorboard creaking or something much more sinister, at least you won't be worrying about how much you spent to get there. The rest of the series is up to 75% off as well, which is perfect if you're looking to walk back through the whole bloody affair just in time for the upcoming Resident Evil Village.
Don't let the name fool you. The war might be cold, but the battle is as full of hot lead as ever. At 35% off and with Season 3 just around the corner, now is the perfect time to find out whether you can handle the heat. And Cold War might be the most refined entry in the acclaimed first-person shooter series yet. Whether you're searching for Soviet spies in the campaign or setting a new kill streak record online, you can expect every shot fired to look, sound and feel just as satisfying as ever. And that goes doubly on the Xbox Series X, where the game can run at a blistering 120 frames per second. Plus, all of your hard-earned 80s era equipment can be carried over to the free-to-play spectacle that is Warzone, or used to do battle with the undead in the game's returning zombie mode. So you'll always have plenty of opponents to test your latest upgrade out on.
Golf is such a delicate sport that it can be kind of intimidating for newcomers. After all, a stray gust of wind or a slight twist of the wrist can be the difference between touching down softly on the green or thudding into the nearest bunker. PGA Tour 2K21 manages to create a stunningly realistic version of the game which refuses to gloss over any of these intricacies, while also making it accessible for players who don't know a 9-iron from a seam iron. The game's wide variety of assist features ensure that you've always got a clear picture of the shot you're trying to play, and an even clearer picture of how it went so horribly awry afterwards. And at 40% off, this is the cheapest round of golf you're likely ever to play.
Between the live wire antics of esteemed combatants like Conor McGregor and the introduction of wildcards like Logan Paul, the world of mixed martial arts has never been bigger. And in tune with that, 2020 brought us the most polished video game iteration of the Octagon that we've seen yet. The clinch mechanic has been tightened up, there's more complexity to the submissions, and a host of other neat tweaks have been introduced to help to make this the most intricately engineered bout of face smashing you ever did see. And now it'll only cost you half the price as well, which is certainly better than a kick in the teeth, though it will come with many of those too.
If you're going to spend some time in a maximum security prison, you'll need to have somebody watching your back before someone else shoves a shiv in it. Fortunately, A Way Out is all about the buddy system. Designed solely as a co-op game, it puts you in the shoes of two inmates who are brought together by their shared love of not being in prison. As you put their plan into practice, the whole game is built around cooperation. A standard mission will see one of you distracting the guards, while the other steals the item you'll need to make your escape. But you can also turn your cooperative skills to pick up basketball and bluegrass jam sessions if you like. After all, you've got nothing but time. A Way Out is 80% off, and that deal gets even more criminal when you consider that your friends can play with you online even if they don't own the game. Daylight robbery, so it is.
And if you really can't get enough of that sweet jailbreak drama, The Escapists is also 75% off. This top-down strategy game has you breaking out of a series of prisons, each more tightly guarded than the last. Making it out will mean buying, stealing and crafting the tools of the trade, and doing favours for other inmates so that they'll lend a hand when the big day comes. The guards here won't just stand around waiting for you to sneak by them either. They'll toss your cell, search you and perform regular roll calls to make slipping away unnoticed that much trickier. It's a game which rewards patience and planning, but by the time you're through, there won't be a 16-bit prison on the face of the earth that can hold you.
Or if you've had enough breaking out, how about some friendly breaking in? Normally, we'd be against advising you to go sneaking into the man next door's basement, but at 80% off, Hello Neighbor sure does make it awfully tempting. It's a classic Hollywood premise. You move into a nice new neighborhood only to discover that your new neighbor is acting kinda sus. In particular, he seems to be hiding something in his basement. So it's up to you to sneak in and uncover it. But be careful because, just like the guards in the Escapists, this neighbor is no schmuck. He'll come tearing after you if you're not careful to remain undetected, and the AI will even learn from your past attempts to set traps for the next time you drop over. Which really isn't very neighborly at all if you ask me.
Inspired by the Chinese epic Journey to the West, Unruly Heroes follows a pig, a monkey, a monk, and a big ginger fella on their quest to restore harmony to the world. Thanks to its ornate hand-painted visuals, each world that you run, jump, and bash your way through is an absolute delight, dripping in atmosphere and filled with eye-catching touches. Just be sure to keep one eye on where you're going because it's also a challenging platformer with plenty of stomach-turning leaps and hectic boss battles standing between you and universal tranquility. But at 55% off, it's certainly worth giving peace a chance.
When the world is in ruins and a swarm of sentient nanites threaten to destroy all that's left, only one person can come to humanity's rescue. Fortunately, that person is you, wearing a teched up armor set and you're pretty handy with a blade, so we might actually be okay. The Surge 2's combat system offers a pleasing mixture of Dark Souls-ish strategizing and good old-fashioned button mashing, rewarding you for not only just your skill, but also letting you slide by on adrenaline alone from time to time. But only gets richer as you proceed through the game, crafting upgrades for your armor that come with all kinds of creative boosts and buffers. At 67% off, the Surge 2 is a great option for anyone who wants a nice balance of brains and brawn for their next big adventure.
Etherborn is the very definition of a cult hit, overlooked by a lot of the gaming community but revered by those who it struck a chord with. And at 55% off the digital sticker price, it might be worth the risk to see which side of that line you fall on. A gravity-based puzzle platformer, making it through each of Etherborn's levels is all about perspective, because you're really not just trying to move your body through the level, but manipulating the level so that it moves around your body. You know, like when Neo realised that he was the spoon, it's you that has to bend. If that all sounds like it could easily melt your brain, that's because it probably could, but in a good way. And if all those gaming bargains weren't enough for you, don't forget, for live sports, breaking news, and a mountain of entertainment, the Paramount Plus app is now available on Xbox. Want to know more? Then check this out.
This is not just another streaming app.
You might want to hold on to something.
This is a mountain of original, bingeable entertainment. This is chilling, unsettling, and brilliantly bonkers. This is weird and hilarious, stylish and cheeky. This is a joy to watch, a wonder to explore, and a peak TV experience. Live sports, breaking news, and a mountain of entertainment. Paramount Plus, now streaming.
That's it for this week's bargain buffet. Whether you're looking to have your brain broken by an upside down puzzle or scooped out by some grubby mitts of the undead, we hope you found something to hit the spot. Let us know what you'll be ordering in the comments and be sure to leave a like if you found the service to be acceptable. Thanks for watching, bye!